Hello everyone. So today we continue with our lessons about always the English sentence. And in this lesson we're going to explore the different types of this English sentence. Of course, after seeing the structure and the different patterns of the English simple sentence. So we'll start first with this simple sentence, then we'll move on to the other types. Okay, let's take our first example. For example, we write the bus arrived. Full stop. Now here I need to identify the elements of this sentence. I have the bus as my subject and arrived as my verb. Of course, as this verb needs no object, it's going to be only an intransitive verb. Now, here I have only a subject plus a verb. One subject and one verb. And if you remember in the previous patterns, we also said that all the patterns which contain only one subject and one verb belong to the simple sentence. So our first example is a simple sentence. Simple sentence equals what? 1s plus 1v. Good. Now if I add, for example, arrived later. Late is an adverb. An adverb. Now here, does the type change or not? Of course not. Because here we consider always what? The two central elements. The subject and the verb, and their number in the sentence. So as long as I have one subject plus one verb, clear. Whether alone, like arrive, or arrived late plus any other complement, clear, or modifier, it remains always a simple sentence. Why? Because it has one single subject and one single verb. Clear? Let's take another example. Omar built a house. A house. I have my subject. Omar. It's only one subject. Built a house is my predicate. Complete predicate. Now the first element in it is verb. I have only here also one verb plus he built what? A house is my direct object. So this sentence also contains only one subject and one verb. Right. Plus a complement. Here plus a modifier or any other extra element. So as this one contains always one subject and one verb, it's also considered as what? A simple sentence. Clear? Regardless of the elements which come after the verb. Now, if I want to extend this example and write Omar built and painted his house. His house. Now what do I have? I have my subject as Omar, simple subject, it's only one subject, and I have my predicate which is complete, starts from built until house. But look here, I have built as my first verb, and also I have painted, it's my second verb. He built and painted what? His house, my direct object. and here is my predicate. Here also is my what? Predicate. Here also is my predicate. Good. Now, if you compare this example with the two previous ones, here I have one S plus one V. You said it's simple. Here also one S subject plus one verb. So also it is simple. Now, how about this example when I have one subject plus two verbs? But look here, both of them are within the same predicate. The same predicate. The same predicate. So here we have one subject plus one predicate, which is here compound. Compound predicate. Here, right, it is complete. Here also it is complete. Now in this case, when I have two verbs or compound, right, predicate, two verbs joined by and, in the same predicate, is it simple or not? Now here it is simple. Why? Because we have, okay, always one subject and we have one predicate. One predicate. It means what? The correct structure of the simple sentence is what? Is when you have subject, one subject plus one predicate. Whether the subject or predicate is simple, clear, or complete like here, or compound, it remains always what? Simple sentence. We have one subject and we have one predicate, whether it is simple or complete or compound. Or compound. Clear? Here also, subject can be simple or complete or compound. For example, I write here, Omar and Ahmed built and painted the house. So I should have always one subject with the type, okay, any type it has, and I have one predicate. And this is my, alright, structure of the simple sentence. Okay, of the simple sentence. One subject and one predicate. Usually we say one subject and one verb, because central element, the predicate is the verb. But in case you have two verbs in a compound predicate, it remains always one simple sentence. So this is the correct, okay, structure for the English sentence. Good. Now, as you know that in English, when we express our ideas, okay, or our views, we have different ways or forms of expression. We may give, okay, an information, a piece of information. We may ask questions. We may express surprise or shock, okay, or things like that. And also we may give orders. So all these represent what we call the forms of the English sentence. The forms of the English sentence. The commonest and the widely used one is what? The form of the sentence which ends with a full stop. For example, I write the rain fell heavily. Full stop. John did his homework. Full stop. They went, okay, on a journey. Full stop. So, this, okay, structure which ends in a full stop and states or gives us some information about the subject or the action, right, is called statement, or it is called also a declarative sentence. This is the first form, number one. It's number one. Clear? Because it declares, it gives some information about usually the subject. And also it states to us, things about the action of a sentence. Also, we have the second commonest form of the English sentence, which we use to ask for information, not to give now, to ask for information, which is, for example, I write, where do you live? Where do you live? Now, as long as this sentence ends in a question mark, it takes what we call an interrogative form. Interrogative form. But only for direct questions, because the indirect question or the reported speech takes always the form of a statement. When the question is direct, here it is interrogative and it ends in a question mark. Alright. A third form also is the form when you express sometimes a state of strong emotions and feelings, surprise, shock, astonishment, admiration of something. Alright. Using mainly two, WH words in English. Since I write, what a nice car he has. Sorry. What a nice car he has. Here I'm expressing what? Surprise, admiration. Alright. What a nice car he has. Now this, of course, is a sentence. Why? Because it contains a simple one. I have he as my subject, and also it contains one verb. One verb. Of course, within the predicate. Within the predicate. Here also, where do you live? I have my subject, which is you, one, and do live as my only verb within the predicate. Okay, here I have the rain fell heavily. The rain is my only subject. Okay, I have also fell, my only verb within one single predicate. Clear? So all of them, as you see, are simple sentences, but they differ in terms of form. Statement, interrogative, and this one is called what? Exclamatory sentence, which usually starts with what? What? Or also sometimes we use how. How intelligent he is. Right. How intelligent he is. So here, number 3, which is called what? Exclamatory form of the English sentence. Of the English sentence. One S, one verb, within one predicate. It is simple. One subject and one verb within one predicate. It's simple. One subject, and one verb within one predicate. So here all of them are simple sentences, and these are the forms of the English simple sentence. The fourth one is when we give either orders or also requests. When we pose requests, for example, do your work, close the door, help me please. Help me. Not a mistake. The simplest one, which is stop. 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 Is it a sentence? Yes, it is a complete English sentence. How about its? Now, components. What is the subject? And what is it? The verb, the predicate. Stop. Now here, am I talking to myself or to someone? To someone. So I'm now addressing him. You. Right, you. Means you stop. So this subject is what? Is hidden or is implied. Hidden or implied. It is my implied subject, and stop is my verb in the imperative mode. In the imperative mode. So the fourth form of the English sentence is imperative. Right here, the English sentence also, okay, takes an imperative form. Like in French. Imperative, okay, form. Right. Imperative form, in which always, okay, or usually, the subject is implied or hidden, okay, which is you, which is you. Here I have one simple, okay, subject and one verb within one predicate. So it is also, okay, subject plus one predicate and one verb within it. It's always my simple sentence. Alright, with different forms. So as you see here, this is simply the English simple sentence. Alright, which consists of one subject and one predicate. And usually we say one subject plus one verb. Usually. Now here, it has these four forms. I hope that you have, okay, understood, okay, this simple lesson. And next time we'll continue with the second, okay, type of sentences, which is built on this type. Thank you.